Hey everyone, welcome again to my channel. Today I'm taking you with me to the last event of August 2024, being the book market in Bilzen. But before we do that, if you're new to my channel, hi, welcome to Quillscene. My name is Megan. If you like things that have to do with reading, with writing, with my adventures as a writer, with Wicca, with geeky things like Marvel, like Pokemon, like yeah, anything geeky really, then you're in the right place. Make sure to click on the magical subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell, because on that way you'll always get a notification whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, last event of August, the book market in Bilzen, which is take 2 of this event because we already did it in July. But let's go! So, as I already mentioned in my intro, this is the second time we'll be doing a vlog about the book market in Bilzen. The reason is, as I already explained in my previous vlog of this market too, back in the day, like pre-COVID if I'm not mistaken, they would host a book market each month of the year on the last Sunday of each month. So from January till December. Of course, the market itself takes place on a marketplace that surrounds both City Hall and the Church of Bilzen. And then the entire marketplace gets set up by these market stalls that have like metal bars at the side, which are actually the feet of the stall. And then there is like a huge wooden plank that is 4 meters long and I think about 1.5 meters wide. That is basically your table, and then above you you have like this little awning. So it gives a bit of coverage for when there is bad weather, but of course, you know, your products are books. So the market is both open for secondhand books as authors with their own books. But still, you know, your product is paper, and paper with wet weather or cold weather, or even when it's a heat wave and it's very hot, isn't always ideal. Somewhere after COVID, if I'm not mistaken, the organization, being the administration of Bilzen, decided to keep the formula being last Sunday of the month book market, but now only 3 months a year, being July, August and September. And my previous vlog was about the July edition. This time I'm talking about the August edition, because I also did the August edition of the market, and where in July it was just me and my mom that went. This time I got also the company of my co-author, colleague author, Jana Bollens. It was also her first time that she did this market, so yeah, it was really, really fun to have, you know, her as a company. The market itself took place on the last Sunday of August, which was the 25th of August 2024. And just like before, it started around noon for the visitors until around 5 p.m. And we, as vendors, could go set up from in the, I think it was from 8 o'clock, or was it 10 o'clock? I'm not sure anymore. It was like, you know, in the early, before noon actually. We were allowed to set up from a certain hour. Of course, the second-hand vendors that had like boxes and boxes and boxes of second-hand books needed more time than, you know, me with my 4 titles. Well, at that point 5 titles if I'm not mistaken, because back then one of my books wasn't sold out yet, or no, one of my titles was sold out last market. So in the July edition I sold out one of the story bundles I wrote along with. So I needed less time, so if I'm not mistaken, Mom and I went around 10:30 a.m. to set up. So yeah, it was quite chill setup. You can like register your booth when you go to their website, you know, to order a booth at the market. You immediately get like a little plan of the setup, and every table is numbered. So well, every booth is numbered, so you immediately know like where your booth is situated. Plus on the event itself also, the booths like literally in real time or have numbers on them, so it's very easy to find your own booth and then immediately set up. As I said, it was again a mix of mostly secondhand books, but also a few authors with their books. Next to Jana and me, also Nanesa, aka Natalie, and her books were present again, and also our friends from Boekenparadijs, a book paradise called Sabine and Mark, were back again with their tables upon tables of secondhand books. There were also again the street musicians, blah. I always struggle with that word. So the street musicians, the music people, were back there. It was again Baselmans, which is a duo that sings and plays acoustic guitar, and they cover some songs, both Flemish classics as, you know, more popular songs. And also the street theater was again there. This time not Red Riding Hood and the Big Bad Wolf, but this time they were dressed as flying pilots who danced with their audience, and they had like a little setup of a plane like construction that they drove around. So yeah, it was very fun. The only thing that wasn't fun is that it was there was a lot of wind, so it was a bit cold. Luckily we had like our jumpers and stuff like to, you know, beat the cold a bit, but still it was a lot of fun. I compare this edition to the July edition concerning like people and visitors, I would say that there were about as many visitors as there were in July edition. Of course, it's summer vacation. The only thing that was like different was of course the wind, which was a bit, that was like the only downside of it, because the place where our booths were like on a point where all the wind like came together, it seemed. So yeah, it was a colder edition if I compare it to the July edition, but still still a few books found new owners, so I didn't complain. Jana was also very happy because also she sold some books. And then of course also my mom went to, you know, scavenge through the secondhand books, and she had like a little list of things she really wanted. Again, as with in my previous vlog, I won't be able to show you the books that we bought because I hope, sincerely, they are somewhere in this room. But behind the scenes, we are trying to prepare for some renovations, being both new floors in some of our rooms in the house, but also new cabinets and bookcases all built in the walls. And of course, to do so, we first have to, you know, make room for that work to, you know, take place. So for the moment, there are like mountains of books everywhere, causing that I completely lost like an overview of where every book is for the moment. The one behind me is still intact, luckily, though that won't be long, but still, as long as it is intact, I can still film voiceovers, yay. But yeah, we did buy some books. First of all, my mom found the entire series of the Vampire Academy books by Rachel Mead, if I'm not mistaken. That was a series that as a young adult I read, I think, 1 or 2 parts of it through our school library. And back then I loved those series, and I had already also told my mom about those books because she also loves fantasy. So they were on our radar, but we never like prioritized to buy them for our own private library at home. But now my mom saw the entire series, like paperback, still in good condition, I think for 25 or 30 euros in total. So it was like, yeah, it was quite a stack of books. So she got those. And then one of, well, I think I already told you in previous vlogs too, my mom's favorite author of all time is Robin Hobb. Robin Hobb is also a fantasy author, but Robin Hobb is her pen name. Her real name is Megan Lindholm. So that's why my mom always also liked the name Megan. So I also was a bit named after her favorite author, though it was, my name is actually Megan, but still, it is the Celtic version of Megan. And my mom, that's the author that she knows out of her head which book she has in her own collection and which she's missing. So as she was like looking through the books at the market, she found 2 more titles of Robin Hobb, but when she was published as Megan Lindholm, of books that she still missed. So she also got those. And then of course we also bought another pack of waffles from the nice person who sold waffles for the Cancer Foundation, which, you know, as I said in the previous vlog, also is a foundation that is something close to both my mom and my heart, because I myself am an ex-cancer patient. I got eye cancer as a baby, which is also why I only have one eye and one prothetic eye, or prothese, however you want to call it. So whenever we can, you know, support the Cancer Foundation, we try to do that. And when it's like something like with buying waffles, you know, little treat, also very handy when you know have to, or you're standing on a market to sell your books. It's like a little pick-me-up with a bit of sugar rush, you know, very needed. So and they are very tasty waffles too. So yeah, we bought those too. And that was it already for the book market of Bilzen. Well, the August edition, because also for the September edition, I signed us up. And then also Jana will be tagging along, but also Matthias Maho will come with us. But that you will see in like a few vlogs from now, because I'm slowly working towards it. But yeah, this was the last event of August 2024, which was a very chill, again, very fun event. Only the wind was a little bit of, you know, a downside, but we managed and it was still fun. It was still cozy. And most of all, it was kind of, because it's also from noon till 5 o'clock, so it's only 5 hours, not an entire day. Setup is quite easy because you don't have to, you know, go with tents or your own tables. You just, you know, open up your tablecloth, put your books on it, and you're done. It was a nice break from like the rush of the Chaos Week events that took place before this, that mostly colored my August month. So yeah, but that was it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment down below or like this video. Your feedback helps me to yeah, make this channel grow, and I always love to read your feedback, so please do so. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I see you guys soon for another bookish, magical, probably on the go video. Bye!